anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Baylor's offense will get the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seemed...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Overton. Makes the catch, it's Watson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Watson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right, man. You got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Well, jet sweep pass. Nice move there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Fires into the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on net. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Sets up the screen. Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Illegal blocking.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throws to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Overton. Hauls it in! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fighting off the defender. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. Deep ball. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. It's Porter. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Overton. Fires to the big fella. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Turner. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Now the pitch. Plows through the defense. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Baylor! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Of the quarter coming. The give is to Williams, and he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's West. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Red Raiders line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
325.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now the play fake. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to throw, it's Overton. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Collier. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Collier. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Use the play fake, now to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. To the air, it's Overton. And they fail to hook up on third down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Baylor 10, Texas Tech 3.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Finds his man. It's West. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Using his legs, it's Burrell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Might as well stick with him. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Back to pass, it's Hammond. It's caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Gets it out quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Porter. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Jocelyn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyway.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will call on their punt team. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Price. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. I'll try to power it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down.
Green 25.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
2nd down coming up.
The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Got his man in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's West. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hammond. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Got a man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Not enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He'll set up to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Red Raider! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 4 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Collier.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Catch in the middle. It's Watson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bears have this offense rolling. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw. It's Overton. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Snowed under by the defense.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the corner. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Overton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Hand off from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's Hammond. Snagged in the middle, it's West. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Grabbed over the middle, it's Porter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Makes the grab down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to let...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. Got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Give to the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose here.
They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Overton. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch, it's Jocelyn. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
42,
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Punt is on its way. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.